How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be comparing all three of the Swiffers. Over here we have the Swiffer Sweeper, in the center we have the WetJet, and then finally over here we have the PowerMop. These are all fairly similar, but there definitely are some differences, and during this video I want to go over some of those differences so that you guys could find which one's going to be the most helpful for you. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and change up the camera angle so I could give you a really close look at all of these. Alright, so here's everything that you guys get in the box for the standard Swiffer Sweeper. I really like this one because it could be disassembled into a really small package. It actually comes in a super small box. You would not expect to get all of this inside of a box about this big. I think that's really cool. Anyways, we do get a nice grip on the top here, as well as a hanging hook. On the bottom, we have the actual mop, and we have some areas where we could tuck in the actual mop pads that we'll use. This is like almost a foam or silicone material down here, just a material to be really sticky for all of the attachments that they give us. Overall, it is the smallest like brush head out of all three of these Swiffers. I will say though, this may be the smallest mop of the bunch, but I feel like we get the most attachments. So they give us a heavy duty kit. So that gives us the heavy duty wet mop cloths. Then we have the heavy duty dry sweeping cloths. And then they also give us the standard version. So we have some wet packages here for the wet mops. Then we have the dry packages here just for sweeping. Then they also give you this just to kind of explain what everything is for and how to install it. So we're going to fold these like mop pads right up there and pinch them in, and then we should be all good to go. So let's go ahead and put one of these on together. So we're going to unfold the mop pad. Now we're going to place the mop on the center. Now we're going to push these in right here on these corners. It's honestly really easy. All you have to do is just poke your finger in there and it basically grabs all the material and you guys are good to go. I did not notice, but I actually had two of these together, so that's why one fell off, but we do get a really nice textured sweeping pad now. Then when you're done, you guys could just remove it after a few uses and then switch over to the mopping pad, which is basically the same deal. These just come wet in a cleaning solution all ready to go. Next up, we have the WetJet. This is everything that you guys get in the box. You guys have a sample size of their cleaning solution. They do make a bigger version of this bottle though that does fit in here, just so you know. And then we have a bunch of these mop pads. We also do get batteries inside of here. I thought that was pretty cool because this one does have a pump, but this is what the mop pads look like. I mean, they're very simple. So to install them, it's a little bit more simple. All you guys have to do is just adhere it right there and push it down, and it basically attaches with like a Velcro type design. So it's super cool there. And here's where the solution gets pushed out with the pump. And let me show you the battery location, because this one was a little confusing at first for me. So you will push this up and you will put two batteries in there. It only takes two batteries. And then you guys will push that back in. There will be a piece of cardboard inside of here that you'll need to remove. But once you guys remove it, all you guys have to do is press that into place. You'll hear this click and you're all good to go. This one also does attach like the previous one, so you guys could easily disassemble this and make it smaller. And here's the button to actually make it push out the solution, and of course a place to hang this up. They do give us a really good amount of these pads here. It looks like I got at least 8 with the package. So with that being said, let's keep it moving to the final one, the PowerMop. So the PowerMop is very similar to the WetJet. This is more of like a newer design, and for the most part it's very similar. So we have the actual mop pad here, and they went with this really cool design here. This attaches the same way, but we have all of these like extra fibers on the bottom that really helps you scrub and get into grout. That's something that I really appreciate because I have basically tile floors all over my house. So having something like this really helps clean up the grout. Here is the cleaning solution bottle. It does seem to be a slightly larger bottle than the one I got with the WetJet. Once again, this attaches super easy. Just make sure there's no cardboard in here and then just push it into place. And then this is the eject button for when you're done. Here is where the solution comes out. Once again, similar to the WetJet. and this one attaches with Velcro just like the WetJet. On the PowerMop though, we do get a foam handle here in the center, which is a new upgrade. And here's the button to make the pump start, and here's a spot where you could hang the actual mop by. This is one of my favorites of the bunch just because of this design on the mop pad. It does a really good job at getting in that grout, and that's why this is one of my favorites of the bunch. So there you guys have it. That is my full comparison between all three of these Swiffers. I think all of them are really cool, mostly because they come in a tiny box online. You're able to unpackage it and turn it into something this big that's really helpful around the house. I think that these are super awesome, and if you guys have some hard floors such as wood floors, tile floors, even concrete floors, I think these are going to be helpful in all of those scenarios. So anyways, there you guys have it. That is it for this comparison.